Yo, welcome to Cribs, webconsulting.com edition. Come on in. This is where the magic happens. This is the setup that allows me to build a webconsulting.com and allows me to help people grow their web consulting businesses. This setup has 4 spaces in it. The first space I want to show you is the couch. This is the couch that allows me to decompress. This was given to us by Uncle Mike, which we love so very much. And there's no comfier couch in the world than this. This also turns into a bed. So we have friends and families that come over, they get the pleasure to stay and sleep over in my office. The next space that I want to share with you guys is my wife's setup. She is the head of Coin. She's in charge of making sure that money is coming in and less money is going out. She has a 27-inch LG monitor. She gets to plug in her computer, her laptop. She has her keyboard and mouse, and she's able to do what she needs to do here. This is an awesome painting by a client at webconsulting.com. Ricardo, if you're watching this, thank you so much. We love this painting. This is, it says, who needs chocolate when you have kale? This is my wife and I eating kale chips. So thank you, bro. Next, I want to show you guys the third section of my office. There's a lot of intention behind this. One, there is a table. Whether my kids, they know they're more than welcome to come in and out of my office if they want. They can work here with me. We've done great projects together here, such as we wrote a book called Fun Balloons with Gia and Gigi, their first business story. You can pick it up in Amazon if you want to learn about how we started a little business with my kids. And this is great if you have kids. This is awesome. The link is in the description below. So we got a little section reminding myself that we have fun projects, that magic happens here, creativity happens here, and we have a blast. You know, Jesus always here with us. We got my Macintosh. It's funny because everything that you see here, like you'll know pretty much everything about me in this backdrop, right? I'm very intentional with my backdrop when I'm doing videos or I'm talking to clients. They can get a picture of what I'm about. And so I'm a big Apple guy, as you guys may or may not know. You know, I worked at Apple, and so having this computer here is amazing. It's a great reminder of how I got into tech, because if it wasn't for Apple, I wouldn't be doing the stuff that I'm doing right now. So shout out to my Apple people. Next, I have, let me walk you here, a Valleys. This is another art piece that a client of mine from webconsulting.com shared with me. And, you know, anytime I'm feeling low, anytime, you know, I'm not feeling at my best, I look at things like this and I have a little note that I'm not gonna read because this is personal. Lee wrote me a special note that I have right here, and this artwork is one of one. So super grateful for you, Lee, if you're watching this. Thank you, bro. Next, I have my painting. This is like my flag, essentially. Whatever business I'm doing, I have my flag, and that flag is just a painting. Prior to this was my shoe business, which you can actually see the painting right over there. That was my old flag, and my new flag is, we went from red to yellow. And yeah, this is essentially a painting that represents webconsulting.com, which essentially is chaos to zen. You might see it on all of our branding. We get the complexity and we create simplicity and zen. So that's that painting there. Here we have 2 things. One, this is my family, which is the most important. So we put little Legos together, keep my family there. We have a lot of fun as a family. And then I have this piece here, a CD of Kanye West that was designed by Virgil Abloh, a designer that I look up to. You know, fortunately, he's no longer with us. And I just love how the story behind how he designed this cover for this CD, because it's so simple. He got paid $20,000 for him to put an orange label on this CD, and there is no cover. So this is just a reminder that simplicity sells, and he charged $20K for this. I just love this piece. Last but not least, this is my workstation. Look, at the end of the day, I can get rid of absolutely everything and keep this here. This is the main stage. And I believe that it doesn't matter how big your office is or how small your office is, If you can set yourself up with the basics and have a simple place where you can go in and get your stuff, everything that you need at your disposal, you don't need, I promise you, I can be in a closet with this alone and I will make more money than having a big office. I know this because I've had a big office. I've had a leased on a building with offices, and that did not equal more money. So just wanted to share that with you because this is the most important part of this whole room or this whole setup is my space. This is where the real magic happens. Let's start with the chair. Health is extremely important and back pain sucks. I've dealt with a lot of back pain because for the longest time, I was sitting on the most uncomfortable chairs, completely ignoring the fact that, you know, sitting down is the new smoking. So I got late in the game of getting this chair. This is a Herman Miller chair. I got this in 2022 and I wish I would have gotten it sooner. Highly recommended. Otherwise, you're gonna be wearing little things like this, which I do recommend. The pressure points, slippers that allows you to feel good. Every time I wear those, my back pain, it helps. Next, I wanna talk about the desk. The best way, as I shared, to not have any back pain is instead of sitting down, have a stand-up desk. You will thank me later. I love having my stand-up desk. I have this philosophy that I like to have things clamped onto my desk. Everything that I need is here on my desk. And I'll go over a couple of things of what that looks like. But before we do that, I want to show you the proper way to use a standing desk. I recommend is having a balance board. And this balance board is going to allow you to not put all your weight on one foot. Some people have treadmills. I've never tried a treadmill before. I've heard great things about it. But if I'm standing up, I want to make sure that I am using my balance board. And this thing is amazing. It has that curve. I put it on the floor and it's great. Make sure that the height is proper, that your arms are resting, that your computer's at eye level. There is a way to set that up as well, so make sure you do it right. And so that is my stand-up desk. Here, like I said, everything I like on my desk, I like it to be mounted. So I have my headphones, everything is mounted, my microphone. I believe in having great audio. I think you can get away with okay video, but the audio has to be crisp. So I highly recommend investing in a good microphone when you're doing your sales calls, when you're talking to your clients. Make sure that you have a professional sound quality audio. I have this light here. When I'm doing recordings, it allows me to fill up my face so people can see me, so I'm not in the dark. And again, all of that is mounted on my desk. I have my monitor. I like to use my computer in clamp mode, meaning if I want to go, I can unplug everything and I'm ready to go. The desk is also elevated. Again, it's all mounted. I got my wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. I have my little timer here for those neurodivergent folks. Highly recommend this, by the way. I'm gonna put all of the things that I have in the link below, so you can feel free to check those out. It's a gravity timer, so once you put 25 minutes there, it just starts counting. It is amazing. I got my hard drives. I love the little Samsung hard drives to do the video editing stuff, keep some storage in there. There's remotes for the light. I can turn that on and off. I have my journal, my book. I like to write, so I keep that here, my planner. And this is my smart water bottle. It lights up to remind me that I need to be drinking water. So it's awesome. Instead of me having drawers, I can literally pick up and go in seconds, where I can grab my stuff, this in my computer, and I'm out the door. And inside of my bag, I have my headphones, hard drive, cables, batteries, everything that I need is all right here. So I can just pick up, put my computer in the bag, and I'm out. So I love this thing. My little decoration for my beautiful children. This is the infamous freelancer's hair. This is what I use to do all of my sketches. Hello, I'm a web consultant and I'm a freelancer. And I do websites, edits, logos, you name it, I'll take it. I get paid before I start. I get paid eventually. My clients are on retainers. My clients are always on my phone. I use one proven system and I use Panic. Right on cue. Gotta go. Scope creep's calling. Have you ever thought about doing things differently? Only every day. Hello, Susan. And yeah, if you haven't seen those sketches, web consultant versus freelancer, make sure you check those out. The description is below. And then yeah, so I use a monitor. This is an LG monitor, 27-inch. I have a little camera as well. This is how my wife gets a hold of me if she needs to. So I'm editing this part right here where I'm talking about my wife actually reaching out to the camera. What did you say, babe?
It's time for lunch. Please come downstairs.
Perfect timing. I'm using this for B-roll. Back to the video. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for visiting my office. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We drop videos every Thursday. Now, if you don't mind, you're more than welcome to stop by anytime you want. However, I do got to get some work done. So thank you so much and create a beautiful day. Peace.